All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media, and my name is Judson Powell. I am the CEO, HN, oh, anyway, of Capri TV, Capri Television, Capri TV. We are on the Roku network. We are about to expand to a whole bunch of other networks. That's going to happen within a couple, probably like 30 days, really, to tell you the truth. So we're working on that. But anyway, if you don't watch us, I'm just asking that you do watch us. It's free. You can go on Roku. If you have Roku, it's absolutely free. All you have to do is add us to your channel lineup. We show the latest and the greatest music videos and also vintage, classic African-American films. All right, please check us out. It is Capri, Kheprii, 2 eyes at the end, so you can see. Anyway, I want to talk about this upcoming presidential election, and I need to be very, very poignant and very, very serious about this. I'm not joking at all, and I don't think that everybody realizes like what is really at stake, and I think that this needs to really be emphasized and cleared up, especially by the Democratic Party and anybody else who does not want to lose all of their rights. And y'all know for a fact we've been losing rights left and right, and we have a rogue Supreme Court. We have a Supreme Court that does not follow the rule of law. They don't make decisions based upon precedent or anything like that. What they do is they go in there and they do whatever they have to do in order to carry out their white nationalist, white Republican, Christian nationalist, whatever agenda. And that is not what the nation is about. That is not what the Constitution says. That is not why the Constitution was written or any of the things that the Constitution stands for. Our rights have been eroding since Trump. And now Trump is even taking credit for Project 2025. And what Project 2025 is a white supremacist manifesto. It's saying, look, if we get our man in office, this is what we intend to do. And basically what it intends to do is it intends to take away rights and privileges from every person in this country who is not white and male. Let me say that again, who is not white and male. If you're not white and male, then whatever Project 2025 does not benefit you, does not concern you, and everybody that's making up all these lies and propaganda about Project 2025, you need to go back and you need to read it and stop believing what people are telling you about it. Go and read it for yourself. I encourage you, to go and read this. The other thing that's out here right now is we have all of these black pundits, especially like Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne the fraud. That's what I should call him. He is a rapist. Okay, he does not speak for black people. He sexually assaulted a teenage girl. All right, and they swept it under the rug. I'm sorry. To me, he's in the same class as Diddy. I'm sorry. I got daughters. I got nieces. I got, I'm not going for that. All right. I got granddaughters. I got, my mother, God rest her soul, my grandmothers, all the women that helped to make me what I am today. I'm sorry, but yeah, he doesn't get a pass from me. And the stuff that he is saying right now about Joe Biden is absolutely ludicrous and insane. Look, we voted in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, right? We voted them in as president and vice president. We had confidence in what she could do as vice president because obviously we voted for her and she assumed the office. Now, here's the thing with all of that, all right? If Joe Biden does die while he's in office, I believe that Kamala Harris is in good hands, in that she will take care of the country just fine. Okay, she's not perfect, but then again, why does everybody else have to be perfect, but for some reason Donald Trump does not have to be perfect? Now, My next point is democracy versus dictatorship. I do not want Donald Trump to represent me, not even in the office of dog catcher. We live in a representative democracy. We vote on people to represent us. The people that still are supporting Trump, you are morally reprehensible. Trump is morally reprehensible. He has sexually assaulted women. He has stolen money from contractors. He has tried to have black people locked up, right? He has done all kinds of stuff. His family business was found liable for discrimination, for discriminating against non-white residents in their apartment buildings and in their complexes throughout New York. That's one reason. Then we got the 34 felony counts that he's convicted of, and the only reason why he's going through all this stuff in the Supreme Court is rogue. There is no way a jury of his peers convicted him, which is our law, would beyond a reasonable doubt. So why should he get any different or any type of preferential treatment? The same thing. Why are you arguing so much about immunity, or why are you going to court about immunity every day when if you need immunity, then that means you must have did something wrong, that you're guilty? Why do you need immunity? Why do you need pardons? Why do you need all of that kind of stuff? And everybody in his former cabinet has been convicted of a crime. Every single person, and it's not the Democrats. Most of these people were convicted by Republican prosecutors and Republican judges, many of whom Trump actually appointed. So don't get the game twisted. And democracy versus the whole dictatorship thing, that is ridiculous. So you mean to tell me that you would want Donald Trump to be a dictator over you? This man is, like I said, he's morally reprehensible. I wouldn't want him to represent me to do anything. All right? Nothing. There's nothing that he could do that I would want him to ever represent me for anything. The other thing is, back to Project 2025, what it is designed to do is to finish taking away the rights that they've already taken away through this rogue Supreme Court. They taken away Roe v. Wade. They take away affirmative action. They're working on everything under the guise of states' rights. These are not states' rights issues. These are federal Supreme Court issues where there are disenfranchised people, supposed to be protected classes of people that the court is supposed to protect. The Supreme Court is not supposed to be about taking away the rights of the citizens, period. No matter, and all of that has nothing to do with race, creed, color, none of that stuff. All right? It's supposed to be that the court is supposed to take protected classes of people. That's what our discrimination law is based on. That you can't discriminate against somebody for race, creed, color, sexual orientation. All of those things are protected classes of people, of human beings. And one of the things that I definitely want to speak on is the fact that we have to protect not only democracy, but we have to end up protecting humanity. These are human issues, and we need to be doing the things that will protect the citizens of the United States, regardless of race, creed, color, sexual orientation, everything. Diversity, equity, inclusion, all of that, and world peace. That's what we are promoting here at Capri TV. All right, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and world peace. Those are the things that are important to everybody. And then on top of that, and then when you go to the next level and you look at this from a humanity standpoint, why are we not working on problems and solutions to those problems that will help the American people? Donald Trump has not made one statement about any policy that will help the American people. Even his border policy is garbage. And even his own party made a border policy that he rejected because he wanted to use it as a campaign point. Because he wanted to campaign on the border issue. And if they settled it, if they fixed it, then he would have nothing to campaign on. That's what went on. Remember when they went down there and they were taking pictures? What did you see on the other side of the border? Look, I live in Arizona. I live like not far from the border. And what he's saying is going on, at least I don't know, but it's not going on in Arizona. It's not going on nowhere near me. And like I said, I can in probably about a few, less than an hour, I can be at the Mexican border either way. And there's nobody doing anything to anybody. There's not a rush of people rushing across the border and all of that, because all of this stuff that he says are lies and propaganda. When you look at the facts, fact check everything. Because when you look at the facts, you will find out that most of the issues that he is campaigning on, he is doing it out of trying to incite fear, and he is race baiting people. That's all he's doing. And then people are like accusing other people of race bait, but they are the biggest race baiters that exist, because that's all they're doing, because that's the only thing that they have. And why has Donald Trump not renounced the KKK and the Proud Boys and all these other organizations that are racist, that have racist agendas and that have things that are anti the Constitution? The other thing is all of this stuff about the Ten Commandments being put in the classroom and all that. This is not a Christian country. This is not a Muslim country. It is not a Buddhist country. It is not any of that. It's not a Hindu country. It's not a Hare Krishna country. It is not a Jehovah's Witness country. It is not any of that. And the founding fathers made the separation of church and state for that very reason, because everybody had been persecuted by the church for 800 years. And they wanted to make sure that this new country would be free from religious persecution, and that people would not have to follow any set of rules or anything like that. Not to mention, Christianity is a relatively new religion. There are religions out there that have been around, and there are laws and commandments and everything else that have been around for eons, and are basically the same as what it says. But here's the other thing: you cannot legislate morality. We have tried it many times. It's been tried throughout history, throughout centuries. You cannot regulate morality. If somebody is going to have an abortion, they are going to have an abortion. If somebody is going to murder somebody, they are going to murder somebody. You know, one of the funny things we used to always talk about in law school was like when we were talking about, like, people go and they get TROs, temporary restraining orders, and all of this kind of stuff. And so one of the jokes that we always would say is, okay, so when the person that's coming to attack you comes to attack you, then what you need to do is hold up the restraining order in front of the gun, right? And that's going to stop them. Come on, y'all. You can't legislate morality. People, and most of the things that happen are things that happen in the heat of the moment, in the heat of passion, and all those type of things. But look, democracy versus dictatorship. If you don't vote, then and Trump wins, or if you vote for Trump and he wins, then you got a dictator, and you've got a socialist, because they try to say that the Democrats are socialists and liberals are socialists or whatever, but no. The real deal about socialism is it's a relative of communism. Anyway, fastest 15 minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons, but most of all, hit the love button. I love you. We'll see you next time.